Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Another video out. I know I've been spewing them out like crazy, and yeah, let's get this started. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my life. That's Fresca. She'll be sitting in on a lot of my videos, so she'll be just chilling in the background while I do this video. So I did ask you guys for some dating questions you guys do have for me. Now I did get a list of some here, and I picked out basically the ones that I thought were the best. Ones I thought that I could answer pretty decently. Yeah. So if you guys are curious on some questions, then keep on watching. Okay. So like I said to a lot of my friends and everything on social media, I'm not going to be mentioning any names or anything like that. So I just have the questions here, and all I'm going to be doing is just answering those questions. And I really need to figure out a better way to figure this out, because I'm sitting on some pillows and my legs are going to fall asleep. So anyways, let me pluck this hair off. All right, my first question I have here is, what should I know before dating? There's really not anything to know before dating. Now, if we're talking about dating a specific person, that's a little different, but if we're talking about dating in general, that is something that just comes naturally as you meet different types of people. It's not really something that you get a ton of advice on. I mean, everybody knows the basics. You know, you be yourself, you do this, you do that, and hopefully it'll happen, you know, things like that. But there's really not anything to know about dating specifically, because every person you meet is different. And I'm talking about man or woman. If you are absolutely 100% yourself, that is all you need to know before dating. And that goes for men and women, like I said. Okay, and the next question I have here: how do I confirm a date? That's a good one, because I know a few people who get a little nervous before a date. They don't know if that person's really going to be there. Or maybe they hadn't talked to them in a few days, and here is the day of. You don't know what to do, and you're kind of not wanting to be super pushy or anything like that. My best advice for that, in all honesty, if the person hasn't talked to you days beforehand, that's not necessarily a good sign, because talking about it maybe a day before, you haven't talked to them the day before, that's okay. They text you, you know, the next day, the day of the date, that's a lot better. But if you have not talked to them for a few days and it's the day of the date that you guys had scheduled, that's a little different. That is a sign of him or her not really caring too much and might have something better to do. Because if you're not talking to that person for multiple days before the day of, they're not excited for that date. You know, it's not something special. You know what I mean? Normally, I've been in that situation before, years ago. And me personally, if I feel like they don't really care to follow through with something, then I'm not really gonna care to follow through. So like I said, the day before, if they're super busy, or if they have to get a bunch of things done in order to maybe leave work early or get the day off for the day of your guys' date, that's a little different. Then that is, you know, a little bit more compiled to the date. But even the day before, they should be sending, you know, 1 or 2 texts, even if they are busy. Because if you have a full day with them the day after, and you guys aren't too close yet, you know, 1 or 2 texts the day before is perfectly fine. Okay, how do I date a shy guy? So this one came from a girl that I know is super confident, and is pretty picky on men. Now, dating a shy guy, to me personally, is a little bit harder than normal. It's not a bad thing, and especially if you are more of a dominant female or male. I find that dating a shy guy, if I'm on a date with that person and I'm carrying the conversation, it's not very interesting to me. So if I'm a dominant person myself, it could be a little bit better to have a dominant person. Now, on the other hand, if you hang out with that shy person, you like their qualities, you like their personality, and here and there when they are talkative, they make you laugh, that's great. Then that is a sign that they are willing to open up. There could be reasons why they're still closed in their shell. Could be a past relationship, it could be family problems, someone could have died in their family, you just never know. So to date a shy guy, it's kind of putting your personality out there and seeing how they take it back. So they could either loosen up eventually and they let you in, and eventually more of their fun side comes out, or they stay the way that they are. And you might find yourself being a little bit on the unhappier side if you are a more dominant person. Like I said, the person that gave me that question was a dominant person herself. So the next question is, okay, how do I start a conversation with a girl at a bar, and especially with friends? That's a really good question. So when girls are together at a bar, the way that a girl's mind works normally, not all, is they get a group of girls together to get more noticed. So if they're all in a group and they want to have drinks that night, they're trying to hang out, they're partying, they're trying to get noticed, there's more girls, the more options, the more they're most likely going to be talked to. That is the way normally a girl's mind thinks when they go out with a bunch of girls. The way to definitely start a conversation is get the group involved. And when I say that, I mean that if you approach a group and you're just talking to one single person, the rest of the group is gonna feel very odd, very left out, very like, okay, what do we do now? Do we all just walk away? Do we leave them? If a guy comes up to you, a group, and they're more, hi, I'm so-and-so, what's your name, what's your name, what's your name? A group of girls, let's say 5 girls. He introduces himself to all 5 girls. That's different. That is more interactive, that is more of a challenge for him. And when girls see that he's able to get along with their friends, they're more likely to be more interested. So that is definitely a good one. You don't have to offer drinks to the entire group, but if you do just the girl, that's totally fine. But make yourself known, introduce yourself to the rest of the group so they're not feeling defensive around the girl that you picked. My last question I do have here. So how many dates should I go on before I make it exclusive? That is a very particular question because it definitely revolves around the person you're seeing. Now, I know for my experience, I have definitely gone on quite a few dates before I've actually made it exclusive with people. The only reason why you make it exclusive with someone is because you feel they deserve that title with you. Now, it really, really depends. So if you feel like that person's not quite opening up to you in the first few dates, make it known a little bit, go on a few more dates and try it out. It really keens into depending on whether that is going to happen or not. Now, if you do not feel that that person can get open to you within the first few dates, it might not work. You're going to know if that person's really going to work with how your personality is. It really depends on who you are, it depends on how they are, and how you guys really get along. Because there's that expectation, there's a lot more of a different level of why this person is doing this and how this person should be doing this and how they should be reacting around me and why am I not feeling this way? Maybe that person's not. There's a lot of questions. So if you're feeling like this person might be worth it, but you also do not want to skip ahead and just jump right into it, go on a few more days. Make it as long as you can, because if it's a good quality person, whether it be a guy or a girl, if it's a good quality person, they're gonna be there. they're gonna wait and they're gonna try their hardest to get to that level. If they don't want to get to that level, it's gonna be pretty obvious really soon that that's not what they want. So, but anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. I really hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it did help. Those are the few questions that I did get. I hope it does help you out. If you guys have any more questions or comments, let me know in the comments below. But other than that, I hope it helped. I'll be making another video soon, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.